So a few weeks back I was searching on DS Volition's site for information when I stumbled upon a PPT file from Frank Marquardt called The Art Direction of Saints Row III. I downloaded the file thinking it'd be an interesting read, but what I saw completely blew my mind. Sure, it had basic information like the differences between Saints Row III and Saints Row II, but then there were screenshots from 2009 showing very early concept and even gameplay for Saints Row III. Yes, at the time it was still called Saints Row III before being changed to the third. I found all this fascinating, but then I found something else that came with the file, a video trailer showing off the same 2009 gameplay. So today I thought I'd show you this trailer and then analyze the biggest changes after. Okay, wow, there's a lot to process here. I'm gonna go through it again and pick out everything that was either different or never used in the final game. Right away, the first thing you notice is that this build is definitely less polished than the final 2000 release. Also, the boss's hairstyle isn't in the final game either. The only two hairstyles that do have sunglasses are the Hollywood Ready and the Rockin' Love. Maybe early on there was going to be an option to put glasses in any piece of hair, but it was removed. Okay, we can see here that there's a different model for the police in this build. Also, the 45 Shepherd's firing rate is a lot faster compared to the final game's version. This is clearly a weapon that never made it into the final game, and it could possibly have an upgraded scope equipped. I believe the gun is based off the Vector submachine gun. We can see here an early design for the Brute. Unlike the final game, he appears to have Brotherhood-inspired tattoos, and because of the less polished graphics, he kinda looks similar to Brick from Borderlands. Now that sky is just gorgeous. The only reason I can see it being removed from the 2011 game is because it might be just a little too dark. There's something interesting about this shot. Smiling Jack's appears to be an entirely different location, and even the outside of the building's different. Here we get a better look at this build's police model. I must admit, I never thought I liked Saints Row III's cops better. Also, we can see that this police officer is holding the Tombstone from Saints Row 1 and 2, and the one over here is holding the NR4. I'm astonished they would take out these two classic weapons. This appears to be the same explosive effect as the Sassel charges. We can see here the K8 has a wicked black and grayish skin. This only makes me hate the stupid green skin in Saints Row III even more. Also in the background you can see it says Bridgeport Hardware. This is an early enough build where Steelport still had its original name. Okay, what? This free-running parkour mechanic was definitely removed from the final game. If you look off into the background, you'll notice how the map just cuts off. Either Volition hadn't finished working on the city, or it's actually a small testing ground and why certain locations are out of place. Here we get a better look at the NR4. Here's an early version of the Eagle with a more greenish military color. The design on the bridge is also very different. We get a better look at the sunset, and also I've noticed that the bridges have constantly been going up and down in this trailer. Maybe they would have changed any time during the game like Saints Row 1 rather than after a Pacific time in Saints Row 3. We get a look inside Smiling Jack's diner, and compared to the final game, not much has changed. It's funny to note that the pictures on the walls in Saints Row 3 are the images from 2009's gameplay. This shot is located inside Steelport News, and it too doesn't have many changes. In fact, all the fruit boxes still say Bridgeport on the final game. One thing that puzzles me is this guy on the Joe Cola cardboard cutout. You can also see him on the Saints Row 3 arcade game in the Broken Shillelagh, and he even appears in the images in the PPT file. He could be a scrapped character or even an early concept for Nightblade, but who knows. We get a shot of the first Kirby obtained in Saints Row 3 with minor differences. I can't help but notice an ad on the television, however, that doesn't appear in the final game. It appears to be some type of chicken fish mascot advertising a food product. Maybe early in production, being able to eat foods was still in the game. That's basically anything new or different I could find in this trailer. For a 2009 build of Saints Row 3, it didn't look that bad. Maybe since Volition has been showing off unreleased games and dev kits, they'll someday show us more gameplay of this. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a comment below if you found anything I missed. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.